So what if I told you guys that there is an undead hound engulfed in flames? Sound interesting? Well, today we're tracking down Blazeseeker, this rare and unique molten hound from the island expeditions that looks like it was forged in a volcano. Now, this beast isn't just intimidating, it's incredible. Probably one of my favourites. Absolutely, it looks insane. Its body is carved from blackened stone. It's split open by glowing orange magma, smoke pouring from its back, white hot flames bursting from its paws with every step. Even its ribcage burns from within, like a furnace barely contained, you know? So this isn't your average hound. This is a living inferno and one of the most visually stunning island expedition rares you can tame, and probably one of the most visually stunning pets in all of Azeroth. I am putting myself on that hill. In this video, guys, I'll show you exactly how to find Blazeseeker, how to trigger its spawn, and how to successfully tame this fiery masterpiece for your own collection. If you want a pet that looks like it walked straight out of a volcanic apocalypse, let's go hunt it down. I'm your host, Rayman, from Respawn Games. Let's get to it. So, Blazeseeker appears during the island expeditions in the Battle for Azeroth expansion. Island expeditions, for those of you who don't really know, were introduced as a way for sort of Alliance and Horde to gather Azerite from newly discovered islands across the Great Sea. They were, like, how do I describe it? Like unstable lands that were shaped by powerful elemental forces and ancient magic. So many of the lands are infused with like elemental energy, so particularly fire. Creatures like Blazeseeker are believed to be like elemental hounds formed from these volatile environments. They're kind of either born directly from raging elemental forces or twisted by prolonged exposure to Azerite from the sort of primal fire magic that's within the islands. Molten and flame-bound hounds have long existed in Azeroth's lore, as you know, often associated with powerful fire entities and elemental domains. Similar creatures have served fire elementals, powerful warlocks, even beings tied to the elemental pain of fire. Now, Blazeseeker fits this established archetype, a fire-infused beast whose cracked obsidian body and burning core suggests it is sustained by the elemental flame rather than flesh and blood. While Blazeseeker itself doesn't have a sort of individual backstory and quest text, its design and appearance are consistent with Azeroth's long-standing depiction of fire-forged beasts. So, creatures that are shaped by the chaotic and destructive power of the elemental fire. Okay, so now here comes the complicated part. Where can you actually find Blazeseeker? Now, there's actually 6 locations you can find Blazeseeker, and they're all there's like a small chance. There's some where there's a big chance you can find it, and some with a smaller chance. So, firstly, as you just seen, there's Molten K. We've got 49. There's like 49 markers on the map where it could where it's been seen. So that's the biggest chance you'll find it. Then you've got Crestfall with 31, Skittering Hollow with 11, Verdant Wilds with 7, Yorondol with 5, and you got Whispering Reef with 1. Apparently with 1. That's a bit sad. I actually found Blazeseeker in Crestfall, so the second most popular one. But the problem is you can't just select which one you want to go to on the day. I think it's daily, or is it weekly? It might be weekly. There might be a weekly. You'd have to find this out really, just to be sure. I think it's weekly though. The if you're Alliance, you go to Borealis, you talk to Finn or Flynn, I forget his name, but you talk to him in Borealis, and he'll take you on a private tour of an island expedition. But you only get a chance of 3 different islands for the whole week. Then they'll change to a different 3. There's lots and lots of different expeditions or island expeditions, but there's only 3 per week on kind of a rotation. So yeah, I got lucky with this week. I had Crestfall, where there was quite a high chance of finding it, and funny enough, I only found it right at the end when I was kind of going to give up really. I know it's really cliche, but that's when I saw it, when I was literally just about to give up. So yeah, that's where it can be found. I found it in Crestfall. It can be in any of those markers there, so just keep an eye out, guys. Okay, guys. we start our journey here in Stormwind as usual. I always say Stormwind, it's not really Stormwind, it's just outside of Stormwind. But either way, it's a good hub because you can go to anywhere in Azeroth or beyond from Stormwind, really. So, and it's always got a stable master right next to it. Now, guys, I finally remembered to go to the stable master in one of my videos. I always record it because it's super duper important that you guys go to the stable master and make sure you have at least one. You just have one space available. Otherwise, you're going to make a pointless journey and it's not going to be very fun at all because you're going to go all this way and you're not going to be able to tame anything because your stable is full. Now, you can abandon them, or you can just put them away in the stable. There's like a column on the left which you could just see then where you can just put them away. I think there's like a capacity of over 200 now. I actually had to get rid of some recently because there were too many from all my taming adventures. But yeah, I've got five spaces available now. So you don't have to have 5 just as long as you have 1, really. So I'm just going to make my way there now. If you're Alliance, sorry Horde, I'm not really sure. I think you got to go to Zandalar, I think, for this. I'm not 100% sure with Horde, but with Alliance, you have to make your way to Borealis. So if you've never... I nailed that for once. I always fly into the door and then miss it. But yeah, if you are Alliance and you have the portal to go to Borealis, I think it should just be there anyway. I'm sure of it. Make your way down here into the mage quarters, go into the mage tower, go through, go up a level and go down here where I'm taking you now, and Borealis will be to your right now. It was on the lower level, but it isn't anymore. It's been moved. So yeah, make your way to Borealis, and if you don't have the portal to Borealis, I think everyone should know. I'm not 100% sure, but if you don't, then you will have to start the is it Warlords of Draenor Battle for Azeroth campaign with Lady Jaina Proudmoore. That actually starts in Stormwind, so it's not so bad. You can pick that quest up at the quest board in Stormwind. It's not called a quest board, but the board, I can't remember what it's called, but you go there, you talk to them, and yeah, you do that. Once you've done that and you progress far enough in the campaign, you should see what's his face, Flynn Fairwind appear there, like I'm just showing you in the video. You get to talk to him and he will take you on private island expeditions, so you are on your own basically, and it does make life easier because this is your island now for however long you want it to be. As you can see on the map there, it won't tell you if Blazeseeker's there, it won't tell you if any rare mobs are there. You have to go there yourself and find out. Now, with every island expedition, there is a timer here. Like, it's not a timer for you, it's just until you can start it. I don't really know why they have that. Maybe it was so you can prepare yourself if there's a bunch of you. But yeah, when you're on your own, it is a bit of a pain, especially when you're going back and forth, because you do have the option to quit if this isn't the right island for you. I've actually skipped part of the video because I went to like 3 or 4 different, the other 2 islands before this one, and you can right click on your picture at the top and you can kind of log out. You can leave the instance. That's what it's classed as on here, an instance. You can leave the instance and it'll take you back to Flynn Fairwind, and you can talk to him again and go on another island expedition. You can do this as many times as you want as well. You can keep going back. You can get multiple Blazeseekers if you want. But yeah, if you're a bit unsure on how to start the quest, I do have another video where I think it's one of the crabs. I'll have to double check. Yeah, I remember now. It's Fathom Claw. So yeah, Fathom Claw. I've done a video on Fathom Claw on my YouTube channel. Check that out if you're a bit unsure how to start the Battle for Azeroth campaign. I think in it I do start talking to Lady Jaina Proudmoore, and you just kind of progress with that, and yeah, you go from there really. But yeah, that's what you need to do if you're unsure. In terms of this video, you're going to have to keep looking around the island. So keep referring to the map I showed you. All the maps are also on Wowhead as well, which I use quite frequently for a lot of my videos. That's where I got the maps from. But keep that on like another screen, or at least have it handy so you can keep kind of referring to it and going back and forth. So at least then you know where the rares should be. Now, I kind of explored this whole area where I felt like it should have been. As you can see, there were two main areas on Crestfall where you can find the rare, and I was kind of starting to lose hope around here. I saw, oh, there's some mobs down below, and I thought, how do I get down there? I'm not entirely sure. Still being attacked by that stupid snake. You think it would have given up by now, but they don't give up. Obviously, I was trying to look for like a cave, some sort of cave under the waterfall or something, and I couldn't see it. No, I just kept thinking, how the heck do I get under there? There must be some sort of entrance somewhere. And then I stumbled upon it here. And I thought, right, I better kill this snake before I go in there. And then I saw all those hounds there, see? That kind of reminded me of Blazeseeker, so I thought, right, I must be in the right place here. So this is where it should be. I got very lucky. And as you can see, it's just over there. Now, after I took them all out, all the other hounds, because I knew they'd just get in the way, throw that frost trap down, hit that tame button, and you won't have any issues really. There, looks absolutely incredible. I've always admired this one. I've seen this. I've seen loads of hunters with this pet, and I've always wanted it for myself, but I never really knew how to get it or where it was. I didn't know what it was called. And obviously, I've making my way through all the pets now. I got to the hounds, and there it is, Blazeseeker. I thought, right, can't wait for this one. So I am really excited to show off Blazeseeker. Looks awesome. One of the best looking pets on the game. That and Doomgorger Crawlock as well. I should also mention as well that Blazeseeker is classed as an undead hound, so you will need the Tome of Undead binding as well. Otherwise, yeah, you're not going to be able to get it. That you can get the Tome of Undead binding in Maldraxxus. In the Shadowlands expansion, you can just kill loads of mobs in Maldraxxus, and eventually one will drop it. It might take a while, but it's worth it. Definitely, because there's so many cool undead. Oh, sorry, I should call it the Simple Tome of Bone Binding. I don't know why I call it Undead Binding. Simple Tome of Bone Binding. That's in Maldraxxus, so just go around hunting and killing mobs around there. But yeah, as you can see, Blazeseeker's awesome. The animation, the running animation's sick. It looks awesome. And that's it really, guys. Yeah. Remember, hunters, find your prey and stay steady, my fellow hunters. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all very much for watching.